If you're in the market for a mid-size sports sedan and you've never even considered looking at a Buick, this Regal GS may just change your mind. This has a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. It puts out 259 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. It's connected to an automatic transmission and it powers all 4 wheels using a Haldex all-wheel drive system. The point of getting a midsize is to have lots of leg room. The Regal provides that. It additionally has separate aircon controls and a traditional power plug if I want to plug in a device. Historically, American cars have had lots of trunk room. The Regal doesn't disappoint. Look at all that. I bet I could fit in there. Once we're inside the Buick Regal GS, we are greeted with push-button start. The seats are leather and they're really deep and nicely supportive. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather as well. It's got a really chunky, grippy feel to it. It's not bad. It's got a little metal inlay down there. That's kind of nice. On the left side of the steering wheel, we have all the controls for adaptive cruise control, which is really cool. And on the right is the buttons to modify the display. Now there's lots of options here in the display. I currently have it set up so that it'll change the display depending on my drive mode. Right now I'm in traditional drive mode, so it has a speedo on the top as well as a tripometer. If I switch it to GS mode, then it goes into the sport mode, the big speedo in the middle. Now, it is a little unusual that they consider a sport mode to want a big speedo. In my experience, if you're going to go into sport mode, you want a large tack. But no, the tack is always there. It's on the left, and it's actually a traditional dial, which is kind of an interesting choice on their part. In the middle here, we have a very large display. It controls everything from audio to phone to navigation. You can do your settings. You can link to Pandora. You can look at the weather. You can even text people using it. I don't have my phone linked right now, but if I did, I could do that. And you also have OnStar, which is prevalent amongst the GM products. That gives me live operator connection. Down below that, we have traditional aircon, and it's flanked here by touch displays to change the temperature. Now I have to hold my finger there for a second for it to respond, but that's kind of like an iPhone in a way that I'm touching a glossy black surface and it just responds, which is kind of interesting. I do have heated seats in this one, nice. Cooled seats are an option. This particular car does not have them, however. Below that we have the transmission. This is a 6-speed automatic. You can get this car with a manual, but only in front-wheel drive. Because this is the all-wheel drive, you have to get it with a 6-speed automatic. Now it is kind of interesting. There's this really large chrome surround down here. I have to say it actually is really glary in bright sunlight. When the sun is coming up at just the right curve, it reflects on your face. No fun. So not a fan of that, to be honest. But everything else in here just oozes quality. It just oozes luxury. They did a really good job. And they did it breaking it down so it actually kind of has a lot of organic shapes, but it just looks really cool. Like I started off, this is not the Buick of yesterday. This is an all-new Buick, and I have to say it's actually kind of cool. Now down here we have a hydraulic handbrake and of course cup holders with 2 USB slots. That's right, 2 USB sockets and an SD card slot as well as an aux jack. And then back here we can stick some more stuff like a media player or whatever. Very nice. It's a great cabin. I think it's terribly comfortable. And yeah, good job Buick.
Designed to compete directly with the Acura TLX and BMW's 3 Series, but provide more value for the dollar, this 2015 Regal GS is far removed from the Buick of yesterday. This is a confident sports sedan that delivers where it matters. Most notable is the suspension. It's every bit as good as you would find on a European or Japanese sedan. That's thanks to a variable damping system that responds to driver input. Drive like your uncle and it will provide a softer ride. Lay into the throttle and it provides a firmer response and excellent turn-in. For a car that starts around $40,000, there is no higher praise. Keeping up with the times, the Buick GS we're driving here also includes a set of so-called driver confidence packages. These provide adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation, blind spot alerts, and all the extras you might expect in an upper crust cruiser. Those options, along with the moonroof and 20-inch wheels, brought our test car price to $45,000. Still an amazing value. For more information on Buick, visit AutoNation.com today. I'm your host, Ryan Douthit. Thanks for watching.